Saturday night edition of Underground Live. What I did last night was, let me fix this camera. YouTube, we're streaming on YouTube and we're streaming on Facebook at the same time. Last night I was on live.me. I started getting into a little personal matter why Coco and I can't drive to the store. It's because I crashed my car into a canal. And I gave a play-by-play of exactly how that happened. Okay, crashing your car into a canal is a pretty serious fucking thing. Sinking 15 feet to the floor of the canal is pretty fucking crazy. And crashing out a window to save yourself. What's up, Akeisha, sweetheart? Saving yourself and swim to your safety is pretty dope. Okay. I told this whole story on live.me last night. It flew for about 55 minutes. And I started thinking to myself, I said, bGrynch, I said, you should let people know about some of the shit you've been through so they know why you're as crazy as you are. So I started off with that car crash story about when I went into the lake. Okay, because 2 days after that, I went head on with a work van. And then 2 weeks after that, I drove my car through someone's house. But these are not all the reasons why bGrynch suffer the way he suffered. I realized that I've actually had 3 girlfriends that have used heroin. Okay, 3 girlfriends. Nice, wholesome Jewish kid like me. Where the fuck do I find 3 girlfriends that have been on heroin and 3 girlfriends which have been homeless? What the fuck is up with that? Now, in my life, okay, I dated fucking people that fucking, had whole families, fucking white bread. At least that's the way I grew up. I was dating fucked up chicks. What can I tell you? Okay, so with that being said, I got a lot of shit that's going on in my life. And I was thinking tonight, because of something that happened to me just 2-3 days ago. It's 3 days ago. I was going to tell Coco the backstory on it, and I figured I would do it online while you guys watch. All right? I fell in love in a mental institution with a mental patient just like me. Yo, Coco. Coco. He's so deaf. He homeless.
What?
All right, man. You ready for this story?
Of all the stories you got,
all right.
Which one you got for me now?
I was Baker acted a couple of years ago. What it means when you Baker acted, it means that you do something stupid because you're a psychological state that makes the police or your parents or family members or friends scared that you might do something to either hurt yourself or hurt other people. Now, I've never wanted to hurt myself. I mean, yes, driving my car into a fucking canal was pretty fucking stupid, but I mind you, and I swear it was not done on purpose. Driving my car head on with a work van was not done intentionally. Driving into oncoming traffic, it was an accident. And surely driving myself through someone's house, all right? I did not want to drive my car through someone's house. It was purely an accident. Don't ask me why it happened. It just happened. Things that reach this point in life, Coco, are because of things like how I fell in love in a mental institution with a beautiful woman. All right?
Well, I want to hurt you on a daily basis. Can I get Baker acted for that?
You could, if you're psychological. He's talking about getting Baker acted. Meanwhile, this motherfucker was just Marchman acted.
And Baker
acted for all the drinking that he does because he a drunken slob. And he homeless.
homeless.
Another person that I know is fucking homeless. All right, so check this out. Enough about that. All right, so I get Baker acted. All right. For some fucked up reason. It's probably because of a medication adjustment. I wasn't feeling too well. Something crazy was up. And my doctor said to me, he said, Brian, he said, you need to go into the hospital for 3 days for an evaluation. So, bGrynch, he'd been in the pavilion before. Pavilion is the mental institution they got down here. It's real nice. See, when I get Baker acted, I go in there, I look at it like a 3-day vacation. You get waited on, you get nice food, everything is cool. It's like a vacation.
You call that a vacation?
Yes, because I don't have to worry about a single thing when I'm being Baker acted. I'm in the hospital. I make new friends. It's really cool.
See some fights.
There are really no fights in the wings that I go on because they're nonviolent.
Oh, okay.
They're nonviolent wings. So, I actually met a guy. His name, he thought he was Michael Jackson. So his name was Michael Jackson. And he literally thought he was Michael Jackson. He used to bust moves like Michael Jackson. When my friend Evan and his wife came, Coco, to visit me, I said, hey, watch this, guys. I said, yo, Michael. And Michael came over. I said, Michael, bust a move. And he go up on his knees and go, hee.
On command.
On command. It was perfect. He bust out the moonwalk and everything. So anyway, at one of my stays at the Pavilion Mental Institution for Baker acting mental evaluation for a 72-hour hold.
I love stories and stuff like this.
Okay. Your boy bGrynch was not only a patient. How you doing, Waylon? Was not only a patient, but was a privileged patient. Okay, because I got to meet this girl who we're gonna call D. Okay, for short, because I'm not gonna mention any names so I can protect myself. Because what happened 2 days ago is fucking nuts. Now I'm gonna start with what happened 2 days ago, and then I'm gonna give you guys the backstory on all of this. All right, 2 days ago, me and Coco already knows this, but he doesn't know the backstory behind this, why this happened. So I'm going to tell Coco and you guys exactly why this happened. Coco and I are sitting in the living room, just chilling. We're watching David Chappelle on Netflix. Everything is cool. How you doing, Jennifer? We laughing. All of a sudden, my phone rings. It's the messenger. It's this guy. We're going to call him T, okay? Because I don't want to give out his name either. Now I'm thinking, that's very odd. T happens to be the husband of the girl D who I was talking about. Why in the world would he be calling me on Messenger? I have no idea. So I answer the phone and I'm like, yo, T, what's going on? And this motherfucker starts screaming at me. I know my wife's at your fucking house and I'm on my way there. I'm going to kick your fucking ass. This motherfucker goes off from top to fucking bottom about he's under the impression that his wife is at my fucking house. Okay. Now it's just me and Coco sitting there watching Dave Chappelle make fun of white people, which is very, very funny.
He's the best at it.
He's the best at it. And I got this guy calling me up in a fucking rage that he's coming over here to kick my ass and grab his wife, snatch his wife out of my house. Now, I know his wife. The fact of the matter is, his wife happens to be the girl who I fell in love with in the mental institution.
Only you can get Baker acted and meet a woman in the hospital.
Tell me about it. So, but this is years and years and years ago, Coco.
Oh.
All right.
So T is convinced that D is hanging out with you
now
and
in present day, which is ridiculous.
He thinks you're waving your D at D.
He thinks I'm giving the C to D.
That's correct.
And I was at one time. So this is how it all got started. Okay. He's on his way over to my house to fucking kick some ass. Now, I never seen T. I don't know T. I do know of T because him and I have spoken before, the husband of D, as in Delta.
As in
let's just say, I don't know. We're not going to say any names. All right. Anyway, so this husband, he's really fucking pissed. He's coming to my house to kick some fucking ass. All right. He pulled up to my house. Now, first thing bGrynch do, bGrynch don't want to fight. bGrynch is a lover. bGrynch is single, by the way, looking for a nice girlfriend to settle down with for the rest of his life. bGrynch not a pig no more. Anyway, get going with the story, Brian. All right. So I said, look, bGrynch ain't getting in no fight because bGrynch is a peaceful fucking guy. So what do? I'm doing this to actually protect the guy who's coming to my house because I am a professional fighter. I was a correctional officer and I will whoop somebody's ass even though I'm half broken. So I call Coral Springs non-emergency and I say, yo, there's some fucking lunatic fucking coming to my house thinking that his wife is in my fucking house and she not, and they're going to be a fucking problem. Someone's going to get laid out. So 911 tells me, not 911, but non-emergency. They say, yo, Mr. bGrynch, stay inside your house. Don't go nowhere. And I don't go anywhere. I stay inside the house until I hear this motherfucker yelling, Brian, come down here. So I'm like, holy shit, this motherfucker standing in my parking lot, as Coco will attest, screaming my name, to which I can't cause a commotion. I have to go out and see what the fuck is going on. Correct? Of course. I go out and this guy goes off about how his wife is in the house. Make a long story short with that, I explain to him that he can come up to my house, look through my house, and see that his wife is no longer there, not there at all. Now, there's a reason why he would be under the impression that his wife was at my house, even years later. And the story goes like this.
Lies. It's all lies. Somehow, some way, that guy was kept in the dark for a long ass time.
I was admitted to the Pavilion Mental Institution in Tamarack, Florida, some years ago for a psychiatric evaluation. Okay. While I was staying there, I met this girl who was completely beautiful and I had a connection with automatically. This girl had a cool personality And obviously, I was not mentally with it. So anybody had a cool personality.
You're in
at
the
the
pavilion,
time.
bro.
I'm in the pavilion. Everybody seems fucking cool to me.
You're on vacation.
We all met up. I'm on vacation. It's like fucking Club Med Pavilion there for me. And I'm meeting a hot fucking girl that's on vacation too. Little do I know, she's highly mentally fucking unstable.
No.
And so am I. And this is definitely not the place you want to meet a girl, the girl of your dreams. Okay? Which every girl I meet is always the fucking girl of my dreams. Go figure. So I fucking meet this girl, and she's telling me how fucking horrible she has it, how her husband treat her bad. Her husband beats her. Her husband a madman. Bad fucking guy. And they have a kid.
They're always like that, and they always say that. Mm-hmm.
Share this video, because nobody's watching it.
Oh, okay. Where's?
I forgot to tag you in it.
Well, you give the so now if I then there's me, right? So now I do that.
Alice, of course, yo.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a very interesting story with all that backstory.
Oh wait, let's share. Oh, share. Boom. All right. I'm live with bGrynch. G-R-Y.
This little bitch. All right, so I'm starting to tell Coco the story of how I fell in love in a mental institution. Okay, it was like this. How you doing, sweetheart? I'm glad you're watching because this is a great story. I just had someone's husband come up here and accuse me of having his wife in my house. Okay, I had to prove to him that his wife was not in my house. It's because I fell in love with a girl in the mental institution. Some years ago, I was admitted to the pavilion in Tamarack.
Good watch party, is that right?
Yeah,
you definitely watch party. Share it and boom, so then I can share again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not? Let's watch party this motherfucker.
All right. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but yes. I did share. That's what I got.
And then you can invite people.
Mm-hmm. Individuals. Oh, the Kokoris global family. Listen.
Wow. All right. So anyway, I start seeing this girl every single day. We start eating lunch together. We start eating breakfast together. We start eating dinner together. We start taking our cigarette breaks together. Me and this girl become inseparable. All right. Me and D are fucking tight. We are now in what they would normally call a rehab romance, but it is definitely more like a psychological fucking partnership. Okay. While you away for your 72 to 40, your 72 to whatever 5-day fucking evaluation.
Rehab romance is a no-no.
Yeah, I was in rehab romance too, but that's a whole other story. All right. That's why your boy's so fucked up. So I get involved with this girl by the name of D. Okay. And I think she's the shit. All right. And she's telling me how she's abused at home and how all fucked up she is. So I feel bad for her. And we hang out and I get fucking close and emotionally attached to her because I'm crazy. You have to understand, bGrynch, he just one crazy fucking guy. All right. That's why bGrynch so fucked up. That's why bGrynch dates fucking heroin addicts and people that are homeless and people that fucking live in their car and people that fucking are just all fucked up.
Oakland Park in the house?
Oakland Park, straight up, shooting straight deuces. That's all I'm saying. It's not good, the women I date. And this is why. This is one of the reasons why, because I'm straight crazy. Who the fuck falls in love with a girl that he in a mental institution with? I'll tell you who. bGrynch do. Okay, so we get out of the fucking mental institution. A couple months go by, right? And they can't see you on Facebook, buddy.
Only this one.
Yeah.
This one.
So a couple of months go by, and I actually run into her and her family at Publix, which is a grocery store down here in South Florida. And I say hello to the whole family. I introduce myself. Now I'm thinking to myself, wow, man, this girl looks fascinating and well, especially out of fucking institutional clothing. You know what I'm saying? In her street clothes, she looks wonderful.
Once you're out of the gown and your scrubs.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
And I introduced myself to her, the husband and the kid, and they're all very nice. I'm thinking to myself, that guy was very nice. But he a scumbag because he beat D, and that's just not cool for a man to be like that. So I meet them. All of a sudden, within the next couple of days, I don't remember what. Yeah. I got a message on fucking Facebook. Okay. And it's D messaging me, trying to get a hold of me. So I get a hold of her and she wants to meet up with me. So I tell her where I live and she shows up at the door. Coco shaking his head no. Okay. All I know was that I just wanted to be friends with the girl. Okay. You know what I mean? Yes, dude. Did I want to sink my cock 8 inches deep inside of her? Of course I did. But I'm a consummate gentleman. That wasn't my intention at first. I was just looking to befriend a girl.
At first.
Yes, because I had a fucking crush on this girl.
Like murder wasn't my intention at first.
I had what they call an institutional crush. I was vulnerable to begin with because I was not properly medicated. I was going through some kind of manic episode. And at the same time, I'm meeting this beautiful girl who I feel like I'm falling madly in love with because I'm half delusional, unmedicated, fucking absolutely psychotic. And who the fuck falls in love in a mental institution? bGrynch do.
This one.
So she ends up coming over to my house. All right. Now, D, she all fucked up.
How'd you get her?
I don't, you know something? If I remember correctly.
She don't drive.
She didn't drive. Yeah, she don't drive. She I believe she did drive. But she walked here. She lived fairly close. All right. And she ends up getting here. And I meet her for the first time outside of the institution, which is inside my house, which I believe, if I remember correctly, it wasn't too long before her and I were going off on each other. All right. There was a lot of sexual tension there from the mental institution to my living room and all the time that had passed. Okay. So knowing that she's married, I want to take things slow. All right. I'm a vulnerable guy, but I am
very vulnerable.
All right. But yet at the same time, I don't know this girl's husband. So therefore I feel no responsibility to be loyal to a person that I don't know if I'm trying to get a piece of ass.
You don't know the husband, you know there's a husband.
Okay, tomatoes.
All right.
All right. This is the way. This is the way that fucking Coco believes. bGrynch come from another stew.
Voice of reason.
Okay. So yes, all I know is that she in a bad relationship. She needs a place to stay for like 4 days. Now I didn't know that D was fucking trying to be held up in a fucking heroin episode that she was being induced in because using my house as it's sneaking it past me. Because bGrynch, well, all he thinking about is ass. He ain't thinking about when somebody take a shower for like 45 minutes that they might be in your bathroom fucking shooting dope. Because bGrynch stupid. All right.
All right. Did you met her while you were Baker acting?
I met her while I was Baker acting.
It's usually alcohol, drugs, or suicide or
we're called duly diagnosed. We're both drug addicts and mentally handicapped at the same time. We have 2 diagnoses that show that we just ain't right.
Dumb as fuck. Okay, good.
Not dumb as fuck.
No,
do I come off dumb as fuck as you?
Okay, brother, every day. Every day. I just don't tell you because I don't hurt your feelings. You sensitive. He's sensitive. Anyway, keep going. Because now it's getting juicy. She's here. You're here.
We're in my living room, straight out the mental institution. All right, we're standing in my living room, and I'm thinking to myself, my God, bGrynch always gets exactly who the fuck he wants. It's just the way it goes. All right. When I worked at Coconut Creek High School and I wanted the hottest bitch in that high school, all right, as soon as she graduated, bGrynch got her. She was known as Elizabeth, my 10-year-long second ex-wife. All right. Because bGrynch fucking always gets who he wants. Spencer's mom. Everybody wanted them. bGrynch is the biggest stud that there is. Women love him. People can't resist me. Fucking people lose their breath and panties get wet when bGrynch is around. Let's face it. Even when bGrynch ain't looking good, bGrynch is feeling good. The vibe comes off. People get swept off their feet.
Let's face it.
Let's just face it.
You get what you want or you get what you deserve. Anyways, go.
All right. So anyway, she's standing in my living room and we're figuring out what the fuck to do. All of a sudden, she told me, she said, bGrynch, she said, I got to make a phone call. So I'm like, okay, D, you go ahead and make that phone call. So she makes a phone call and we have to get into an Uber to what I didn't realize was a drug run. Yes, D was purchasing 4 caps of heroin and I think some crack cocaine, which I had absolutely no idea what the fuck we were doing. I was just following the piece of ass that I wanted to fucking ply 8 inches into when we got home. All right. It was a hot day in sunny South Florida and we had to get dropped off. She fucked up and got us dropped off somewhere on like Sample and like Powerline when we should have been at Atlantic and Powerline, which is like
both
real fucking far away.
Both neighborhoods are horrible.
Yeah. Anyways. Hey, what's up, Robert? Long time no see, brother. Okay, so she's going to cop heroin and she's going to cop crack with bGrynch in tow, not knowing a fucking single thing. What's going on, Tiny? And I just following her because I'm staring at that ass. She in front of me, and I'm just following her. So we walk miles and miles and miles in the treacherous sun, to which I'm told in this fucking real shady neighborhood to fucking stand by myself in the middle of the street, a poor fucking white boy, even though I got mad street cred, because I'm bGrynch, straight out of fucking Fort Lauderdale, representing the East. Just kidding. I'm standing there in the middle. She come bouncing out this fucking house, and we go skipping our way to another fucking Uber, to which case we get intercepted by another fucking car. Okay?
Intercepted.
This green car just pull up. She tell me to step back like 5 feet. I step back like 5 feet. She goes and goes up to this fucking car and does some kind of fucking deal. She come away with fucking more drugs. That's when I became alerted to the fact that this girl wasn't just fucking visiting her grandmother at that fucking house that I had to wait outside from.
She crazy.
Yeah, she was visiting a fucking drug dealer. She addicted. That's cool. All right. Not my girl, not my problem. Side hoe, right at the time, perhaps. Now, gotta remember, man, she still has a husband at home. Well, I'm under the impression beats the shit out of her because that's what she's telling me the whole time we're walking. How bad he is, how fucking rotten he is, how he beat the shit out of her. Now, remember, I also met this girl while we were straight out the institution. We were in the institution, mental institution, suffering mentally from psychological problems deemed that was fucking beyond our fucking comprehension, at least for me. And there we were. Yes, sir.
No scratches, no bruises, not a nick on her, right? But she's been beaten all the time, right? I'm just saying, just checking.
That's a very good point. I wasn't thinking about that.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh, you're a fucking cop?
Sure, yeah, I'm a cop. I know all about the law, but obviously, I ain't a cop in here.
Fucking detective?
You just saw the story. Sounds like, oh, happens all the time. Me and poor me, and it's like not a scratch on my mouth.
Yeah, there wasn't a scratch on her. There wasn't a scratch on her. Not that I saw, because I hadn't seen her naked until that night.
That's where the bruises came about.
But it was dark. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Guess what? Because she was wrecked and bGrynch, the consummate gentleman, I didn't have sex with her.
Such a joke. Very polite.
Okay? I did not have sex with her because that would just be wrong. Okay? So she passed out in my bed. Do you know she spent here 4 nights? bGrynch didn't have sex with her. Not one time.
No nada. No nada.
bGrynch did not have sex with D at all. He could have railed that bitch. Okay? He could have done unspeakable things to that bitch.
He'd be fucking someone's wife.
Forget fucking someone's wife. That's not. Listen, I'm talking about taking advantage of a vulnerable female.
That's exactly what you would have done.
And me being a vulnerable male, would possibly, it would have been a bad situation. I just didn't think it was a good idea. All right.
Oh, vulnerable.
All I'm saying is I didn't bang the girl because of the fact that the situation was just a little hanky. All right. I could have.
Hank Johnson.
Now, I'm not saying we didn't just sit and fucking watch Netflix. All right. There was a lot of fucking around going on. Okay. But there was no sex. No penetration sex.
You flicked the bean around, but that don't count.
All right. I don't know what that means, but it sounds fucking pretty disgusting. So I'm just going to continue.
I don't know, dial the rotary phone. Sound familiar?
No, man. I ate the bitch out. She sucked my cock.
Okay. Close enough. All
right. And she was fucking really pretty girl. And I was totally dug her. And I grew kind of attached to her. She was playing the fact that she grew attached to me. This is just another one of my fucked up relationships that I've forgotten about up until the other day when this husband came fucking ranting to my house that fucking his wife was here when she wasn't, wanted to fight me and kick my ass out of fucking nowhere. So.
Because people don't just randomly come up and visit the spot. You know what I mean? So I saw you down there talking to someone that was a strange person I never met before. So I'm like, let me just 6'2", 200 pounds, just walk down the stairs and little boy know you got company.
Right, because I'm dealing with this girl's husband.
I'm so innocent. Anyways.
Yeah, who just decided to call me up out of the plain blue sky and start accusing me of having his wife at my house, which I'm thinking is crazy because I'm hanging out with
Coco Loco.
And we're just chilling, watching Dave Chappelle on Netflix, drinking a couple of beers, smoking a couple of cigarettes, doing a little bit of that, a little bit of this, just straight chilling. Well, my buzz is interrupted by this crazy motherfucking psycho. I'm going to kick your ass. I'm on my way to your house. Now, the funny thing is, Coco, is that because of the fact that after the mental institution relationship that I had with this girl, and she finding out where I lived, the whole family ended up finding out where I lived because through due time, she would go back home there.
That's correct.
And then always use this place as her safe house.
This is
Even
the
one
lifeboat.
time. Yes.
This is the lifeboat.
She even once had her father-in-law drop her off at my house. So husband, mother-in-law, father-in-law. Yes, sir.
Father-in-law, husband's father.
Husband's
drives her
father.
here.
Yes, drives her to the parking lot here.
Mhm.
Where he thinks he's driving her, I don't know.
What she told him, I have not a clue.
Exactly.
Or he's the dumbest man in the world.
Yes.
One of the two.
But I'm assuming they know where I live because husband told me when he got here, okay, before we threw down fists, which I'm going to get to in a minute, what happened. He told me he'd been scoping my space out. There'd been a stakeout on my house. This dude and his mom were fucking in my parking lot staking out my house for the last couple of days because he thinks that his wife is fucking in my house coming to my house. Now, I'm like blown away by this. I have no fucking clue. I have no clue what the fuck is going on. All right. So, anyway, back to the story.
So I've been staying here, and my life has been a risk this whole time, but this dude and his mom?
Yes.
Thanks for telling me. Anyways.
No problem. So, So, dude, I catch feelings for this bitch. All right. And it seems like she catches feelings for me. So, we have this fucking crazy on and off relationship for a couple of years. It's on and off. Then one day, she decides to get clean. No longer needs a fucking safe house. bGrynch is out the fucking door because bGrynch is a nice guy, catering to everybody's fucking needs. And bGrynch now has to deal with a fucking crazy husband who think that she at his house. And you want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because over the last couple of shows and posts that I've made, this girl somehow or another starts chiming in on my posts out of nowhere. Okay? I haven't spoken to this girl in years. All right? Last time I spoke to this girl, she told me to stop fucking tagging her in my underground live shit. And I was like, wow, that's fucking cold. I thought we were straight. I thought we were cool, D. But D wasn't being cool to me.
Yeah, all of a sudden now you're up. Now all of a sudden you're on the line. Don't be tagging me. Don't be this. Don't be like letting everybody know that we know each other. And meanwhile, she's been lying to everybody, her entire family the whole time. But that's okay.
Because she a heroin addict.
She crazy.
So anyway, I'm like, okay, whatever. Then one day, I don't know if I told you guys about the time I got conned by that con man. I almost had the Secret Service come and arrest me. All right, that's another story. Okay. Oh yeah, dude, my life has been fucking interesting.
Secret Service?
Secret Service, yes.
That's like, like CIA, Secret Service, FBI. They kind of go in that order.
Yes. Well, I was accused of being conned for $16,000 on a third-party check that this con man had me in deposit.
So that's why the Secret Service had come.
Exactly. It had to do with monetary, things and whatnot. And I got involved with this fucking dude, and he was a bad fucking guy. Real fucking jerk off by the name of fucking Burke. Fucking Devin Burke.
Oh, there you go.
Devin Burke. Fucking scumbag motherfucker. Okay, I name drop him. He knows he's a fucking scumbag. I don't really give a fuck.
He crazy.
All right, he's a scumbag.
You don't care either.
Devin Burke tried to fucking rip me off, dude, and the fucking Secret Service almost got involved. All right, and fucking all three of us, another unnamed person, we almost went to jail because this guy fucking conned me. All right, that has nothing to do with the story. All I know is that I one day get a phone call from D warning me out of the clear blue sky that I need to stay away from this guy D, that he's dangerous, that he a crack whore, pimp, and he this and he that. Now, I don't know this guy other than the fact that he done con me, all right, and almost got us all put in jail. Okay, real bad situation. What'd you think, Olo?
I think it's pretty sucky. I would say so.
Yeah. So, and the guy also ripped me off for $80. Right?
Oh, it's like $400,000 and $80.
Yes. Okay. So she gave me a call and she's like, yo, you got to watch out for this guy. He's dangerous. So I'm like, yo, D, that was very nice of you to fucking tell me. Thank you so very much for letting me know. Hang up with her, and that's it. She disappears.
$480. Okay.
Yes. So I don't hear from her again. Then within the last week or two, I noticed that she's watching the show. I noticed that she's commenting with little hearts and diamonds and shit like that. Okay. She's saying, hi, Brian, I love you and all that stuff. So I'm like, what the fuck is D doing that for? That is so out of character for D. What the fuck is going on with D? And why is she getting in touch with me? I don't know.
Still married.
Still married, yes. And you want to know happily married. Back with the husband, clean, looking more beautiful than ever
Watching
before.
her show saying, I love you, bGrynch.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Everybody's happy. The happy fucking family. Everything's fucking cool. I'm thinking, wow, this is cool. She's actually loosened up and fucking.
Everybody's happy. Does he know that? Anyways.
To me, it was just a friend reaching out to a friend. I didn't think anything of it. No, really, I didn't think anything.
No, of course not. Yeah.
Just like, oh, she came around. I haven't heard from her in a long time. Happens to a lot of people. So yeah. I don't think anything of it. No, for real, dude.
I know. My ex-wife gets direct message on Facebook by friends of mine all the time. They're just friends. I know how it is. Yes, you. Anyways.
Anyway, I didn't really think anything of it until 2 nights ago, or was it 3 nights ago? I am called on Messenger by her husband, accusing a girl that I haven't seen in years, other than hearing from her within the last couple of days, watching my show and posting "I love you" or something on my post.
Yep. He's like, something's up. Something's up.
I didn't know what to think, So this guy calls me up. I'm gonna fucking kill you. You're a fucking dead man. I know exactly where you live. I'm gonna fucking get you. I'm on my way over right now. So I'm like, oh, dude. I'm like, number one, I don't know who the fuck you are. Number two, dude, I just got done smoking. Last thing I want to do is fucking throw fists with no fucking guy. No fucking husband. Especially now, back then, a couple of years ago, if you'd have come here and your bitch had been here, yo, dude, let's throw fists. I probably deserve.
I know where you live. You don't know. bGrynch got a roommate named Coco. Bring her ass.
Yeah. If it had been back then, I would have probably deserved an ass beating because you don't fuck with someone's wife.
Correct.
I understand that. All right. Maybe back then I didn't, but I do now. You just don't do it. It's not right. So he's under the impression now that she's at my fucking crib. All right. So he's in a blazing mess, blaze of glory to get to my house and kick some fucking ass. I don't know how big this guy is. I don't know nothing about this motherfucker. So what do? I do the right thing, dude. All right. I call an emergency. I say, yo, they a crazy motherfucker on his way to my house. If you don't get here soon, they're gonna be a crazy motherfucker laid out on the ground. Correct. So that crazy motherfucker wasn't me, okay? Because bGrynch, he just got to go and boss it over.
He got to go and boss it over.
So we,
Mr. Balloon Hands,
just chasing balloons.
Mr. Balloon Hands. Anyways, go ahead.
Not my story, not my problem.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
All right, so we fucking hear from the inside of the house, Coco and I, some motherfucker yelling my first name, Brian, from the fucking parking lot. And I'm like, holy shit. So I had just got done calling non-emergency to let them send a fucking patrol car over just in case there are 2 guys kicking the shit out of each other in my parking lot. Someone's going to have to break it up. I didn't realize that Coco was right there to break it up if need be, because as I went downstairs to quiet this motherfucker up, Coco was not too far behind me. Not soon enough that if the dude jabbed me in the face like 500 times, Coco would have been there in time. Coco pretty much came out at the end of the fucking excursion, but Coco came out nevertheless because there was no screaming and no tussling, and he has a brain. He didn't want to make an early entrance and scare the fucking guy. I got you, Coco.
Now, when I did come down the stairs, the look on that guy's face was like, his look was like wonderment, like, oh my God, I'm such a fool. What the hell happened to me? Like, he wasn't mad or angry. The look on his face was like, you just informed him on all kinds of shit that's been going on in his life that he didn't know about. And he literally was like in shock and wonder and like embarrassed that he was here.
He definitely was, because
he was like, oh man, like, oh my God, thank you. That's the vibe I got from him when I was coming down the stairs.
Yeah, because bGrynch don't lie. That's not how bGrynch rolls. I'm very, very honest about everything I do, about everybody I talk about. So, if homeboy wants to know if I railed his wife, I'm going to straight tell him. I railed your wife, homeboy. If homeboy just got a fucking head from his wife, I'm going to straight tell him, yes, bGrynch penis was in your wife's mouth. But that was not the case in this instance. Okay? It was a little bit more innocent than people get than they think. All right? Be perfectly honest with you, it never really went past fucking maybe kissing and a little feely touching. All right? Basically, because...
Sorry, you already admitted that, so it's on tape. I tried to leave that part. It's already on tape, man. You forgot.
All right. Anyway, yeah, so there's might have been some more involved. But things were cloudy back then because this was actually, I think, the first girl that was under the fucking influence of heroin that I ever fucking met, that I fucking dated.
The first one.
The first of three. The first of three. How does a guy like
and two
me,
out of those three live in their cars?
Yeah, how does a guy like me fucking meet and start dating some bitch that's on fucking heroin? Only fucking bGrynch could do that. Only bGrynch could fucking date two other women that fucking become homeless and live in their fucking cars. How does this shit happen to fucking white bread, suburbanite fucking bGrynch? bGrynch don't know. All bGrynch knows is that he makes stupid fucking decisions.
Law of attraction, baby. You don't get what you want, you get what you deserve.
I attract stupid fucking people. Crazy fucking people. Seriously, man. Seriously. I raised me a 26-year-old boy that's fucking perfect,
yes,
beautiful,
he's a good kid.
And absolutely perfect. And you want to know something? Since that time, I've dated prostitutes, I've dated hookers, I've dated fucking heroin addicts, I've dated crack addicts, I've dated felons, I've dated
car sleepers.
Car sleepers. More than one. It's been straight crazy for bGrynch. bGrynch doesn't understand why bGrynch attracts so many fucking dirtbags, but because bGrynch inside has this fucking mechanism, a psychosis, if you will, that he just accepts low street trash. I don't know why. There's something attractive to bGrynch and his pigginess that he just, I don't know.
Hey man, skanky is sexy. What can you say?
I find beauty in everything. That's all.
Correct.
Just not in heroin.
And you're a healer.
I am a healer. I am an empath. I try to help people. I'm a nurturer, for crying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got my ex-girlfriend off.
You're nurturing me. I'm homeless.
He homeless. That's 3 people I know that's homeless. What you know?
And all my shit is in my car, which is for sale.
He would have been living in this car. I mean, I don't know. 3 people living in their car and 3 people that are homeless. Now, I just know 3 people that are homeless because I gave Coco a place to live. Otherwise, Coco be right there with Brittany and D. Exactly. No, not D.
It was
Brittany and Elizabeth.
Elizabeth lived in a car for a while.
Yes, Elizabeth. So
Brittany riding shotgun when she could be sitting on the couch.
Yeah, Brittany, you guys know Brittany. I talk about her a lot. She's a heroin addict that fucking be riding shotgun. She riding shotgun when she be sitting on my bed. She riding
shotgun when she could be sitting on the couch.
Yeah, but she's stupid. She's still homeless.
She's stupid. She's homeless. I have a theory.
What's
how you attract all these crazy women from all over the place. Mama Verge always had a saying that it's stuck with me for life. It says the things you do 2 by 2, you pay for 1 by 1. So all that you put out there, you're drawing in one girl at a time to fucking make you crazy. I think that's how that works.
So what are you saying?
So you don't get what you want, you get what you deserve. What you're putting out there, you're drawing in all these people that need your help. That's why you get all these crazy women.
So I deserve to be plagued with craziness my entire life.
What you do 2 by 2, you pay for 1 by 1.
But I have like no game. I'm like the coolest guy there is.
Your game is you have no game.
I understand that.
And unfortunately that's a good game. It's been working for you. Oh, sorry.
You had to let that cat out of the bag, didn't you?
Connecticut, AZ, they're all listening.
Unbelievable.
No names though. I didn't say names, just location.
All right. So anyway, this guy come over to my house. He wants to throw fists. He's screaming and yelling, bGrynch this and bGrynch that. And I said, look, dude. I said, would you like to come upstairs to my house and look inside my fucking house to see if your wife is up there? And he actually was going to say yes. Can you believe that shit? And I was so happy he didn't say yes. Not because his wife was up here, just because I didn't want a motherfucker to come into my house. I got shit out of my house. Me and Coco, you know, we doing our thing. We watching fucking YouTube, Dave Chappelle. There'd probably be some paraphernalia like marijuana shit on the. I don't let people in my private life. Just you guys. That's it.
For sure.
So anyway, I don't want this guy coming to my fucking house. But if I do have him come into my house, I can snap his fucking neck. And because of the fucking protect your domain law, I would get off scot-free for killing a motherfucker who came to my house, entered my fucking house, got killed in my house
just
after I called non-emergency. See, the method behind bGrynch's madness is always sane. Call non-emergency, be the first one to call. So when you kill a motherfucker in your house,
they already knew it was coming.
They already knew it was fucking coming.
That is correct.
All right? Perfect. Because bGrynch's smart, you see. All right, bGrynch maybe.
And all your maniacalness, you're actually pretty fucking brilliant. I gotta hand it to you.
Thank you, man. I do this shit without even thinking about it.
What I don't understand is if a guy's wife is cheating on him, or so he supposes, why is he barreling down to your house to give you shit when it's his wife that's fucking doing it?
All right, I'll tell you why.
How can you not know by now, or figure it out, or find out that she ain't around a lot and fucking just get it handled instead of going after you, getting in trouble with the police when it's his woman that's fucking giving it away. I don't understand that.
Well, he's under the impression that she's here and he's acting off the spur of the moment. Now, my question
He
was,
should